John Perkins, I want to get into that area because I agree with you on so much, but I also disagree with you in some areas because we know we do have a wasteful form of lifestyle. We know we're 4% of the world's population in the U.S., and we use roughly half the world's resources. And we know there's a lot of toxic waste associated with that and a lot of problems. But the way I see government addressing that and the big mega corporations addressing it is by honchoing and steering the environmental movement to simply set up new taxes and control to further vertically integrate the consolidation of power in this new phase of robber baron colonialism, because they fundamentally know that there is a certain truth to what's happening to the environment on many levels, and so they wrap the truth around their overall lie of this new bank of the world, global government, paying carbon taxes to the new bank of the world. I mean, really, it's going from the robber barons going in and economic hitmanning third world countries under their control to now just setting up a planetary regime under the environment because they know at a base level that makes sense in people's ingrained humanity to be good stewards of the land.
Well, absolutely, and the way that they distort the truth and move groups. So today we've got these huge grassroots movements, basically supported by the insurance industry and the pharmaceutical industry, opposing any kind of real insurance for people that don't have insurance. We've got the corporations out there trying to make it look as though the people are behind so much of what just benefits the corporation. And I think one amazing instance of this is what's just happened in Honduras, where a democratically elected president was overthrown by a military regime that was under the control of the CIA and big American corporate interests, the big agribusinesses, Dole and Chiquita, Kraft, Cargill, as well as the textile industry. And yet here in the United States, we're being told that this is a president who was trying to usurp the democratic process in Honduras, which is not true at all. He asked for a referendum of the people to see if they wanted to see presidential terms extended from just one term so the president could go for 2 terms. It was a non-binding referendum that he was asking for. That was used as an excuse to go in and overthrow a president.
And just to be clear, Obama came out day one a month ago and said, we're not involved, this is terrible, but now even mainstream media has come out and clearly shown private corporations, mercenaries, CIA front groups, jackals, hyenas that you call them, were clearly involved and did this and even dropped the president off at a Costa Rican U.S. military base. So I asked you during the break, I said, from what you've seen in the news, is that accurate? And you said yes. Please elaborate on the difference between an economic hitman versus jackals and hyenas and what really happened a month ago in Honduras.
Well, the economic hitman went into Honduras originally, tried to convince Zelaya, the president of Honduras, to change his ways, because what he was saying is that Honduras is going to increase its minimum wage by 60%. And that has a huge impact on Dole and Chiquita and those who hire laborers out in the field to pick all their goods, bananas. And
so they're going to go from, 50 cents an hour to $1.10 or something?
Exactly. I mean, it seems very minimal to us. And also that there's a lot of sweatshops from our textile companies, like Nike and other companies like that in there. But it's much bigger than that, Alex, because something similar happened with Aristide in Haiti. And both Haiti and Honduras are looked at as the bottom rung on the ladder of wages in Latin America. So no country will go below those countries. So if, in fact, Honduras or Haiti increases their minimum wage, then Ecuador and Nicaragua and El Salvador and every other country in the southern hemisphere has to increase its wages to stay above those, because no one wants to go below those countries. So it wasn't just about Honduras any more than it was just about Haiti. It was about drawing a line in the sand and saying, we are not going to permit this to happen. And I think we have to understand that there's a revolution going on in Latin America. 10 countries representing more than 80% of the population of South America have voted in the last few years progressive presidents who are saying no more exploitation by these foreign corporations. 10 countries. And every one of these countries, Alex, during most of my lifetime was run by brutal dictators who were under the control of the CIA and big corporations. That's all changed very, very recently. And so but the line in the sand now has been drawn in Honduras. This is a fairly easy country to do it. But this is trying to establish a whole new precedent saying, look, we're stopping this revolution right here. And in stopping it, we're also going to undermine these other 10 countries that have already voted in these presidents. And most of the American people don't have any idea that this is going on, and our media has been very lax at informing us, other than you and a few others.
Well, we're trying to get all points of view and all issues in here, and clearly the CIA was involved in this because they want to keep those people down. It's like that movie Ants. If you let one ant stand up, they might all stand up, and those little ants outnumber us 100 to 1.